Hey everyone, what's going on? Huh? What's going on this Tuesday night? Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, right? How is everyone doing, huh? Well, I'm doing this podcast. I'm sorry. After a long time, as you can see, I'm drinking some tea. Um, it has been a while. I'm sorry. I apologize. Uh, I went through some real tough time in my life. From going from ER to the hospital, and whatnot. But I'm recovering, so that's a good thing. Um, I don't want to go into the details, but basically I went through some real shit in my life. But with the help of my family, my sister, friends, their well wishes and their support, I made it. I could do it. As you can hear from my voice, it's a little different. But in any case, so yeah, here I am. Again, I apologize. I went through that bullshit in my life, and I couldn't do a podcast earlier. How is everyone doing, by the way, huh? Well, there's a lot of shit going on in the world and in the USA. Um, so I was discharged from the hospital on Monday, so I went to work yesterday for a few hours, and then I worked until 5:30 today, and then I came home, took my medicine, and then I just had some Cuban food, amazing. Some chicken stew with like potatoes and rice and some veggies and onions, and it was amazing. So I've been drinking a lot of like chamomile and herbal teas, and that actually help heal your body. So yeah, so I haven't been sleeping a lot, but I guess I will get back on track. Um, it's good to be home. It's good to be home. Um, yeah, so this is how life is, man. It fucks you up. At the same time, it teaches you lessons. It teaches you many lessons in your life, and life is precious. Life is very precious. It's not like I was doing narcotics or any of that bullshit. I don't do any of that. I don't do any fucking drugs, any of that. But in any case, so it just happened out of my ignorance. Um, but here I am, recovering. I'm on a crash program of medicine, and that's helping me out. All right, so how is everyone doing, huh? November 13th, so basically it's kind of fucking cold outside. I was coming back from work and it's so goddamn cold downtown. That's the worst part of the city for winters. It's like, what, 43 degrees outside or something like that, actually even less than that. So basically now we are turning into winter. Speaking of which, climate change is real, as I always say. Uh, And what the hell, dude? What the hell? These fucking wildfires in California are out of fucking proportion. And apparently they are the worst in the history of the state. With what, like 43 people died? And they're still searching for bodies. It's just fucking amazing. Well, it's not amazing, but it's just devastating for these people. They lost their homes, properties, and including all these celebrities. Apparently the fire in the south basically devastated Malibu section, which is along the coast in Southern California, where they had a lot of celebrities who had their beach houses and all that, including I guess Gerald Butler, Neil Young, and who else was there? Katy Perry, or one of those. They were tweeting, and they had lost their homes. And I mean, I don't want to take a precedent for celebrities or ordinary people who lost their homes. It's just devastating. It's out of fucking proportion, dude. It's unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. Like, I have never seen anything like that. Like, if you look at all the pictures of videos, it looks like some post-apocalyptic world, you know? And that's fucking California, you know? It's so fucked up. And they are predicting that it's going to be getting worse. It's not going to get any better. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. But my sympathies and empathies towards all these people. That was my take on California wildfires. Wildfires, god damn it, dude. What else? I can't go on and on since I had to rest and all that, and I want to go to sleep earlier. I've been getting up early these days, so that's a good thing. So I can start my day earlier and just, come home around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Although work never ends, I was talking to my clients when I was here, and it just goes on and on until it's finally like around 7:15, 7:30. I shut myself down and I said, you know what, this is it. And then I just took it easy. Had that food and with the herbal tea, And yeah, so here I am on a Tuesday night. Wasn't there supposed to be a fucking nor'easter? Is that still coming? Hold on a second, let me check. Let me check on dark sky. Try again. Okay, so 12 a.m. 10 p.m. is overcast. 12 a.m. is 41 degrees. So basically the temperatures are below 41 degrees, but it's mostly cloudy. I don't see any rain until like 8 p.m. tomorrow. Wednesday is only 11%. Oh shit, Thursday is 85%, Friday is 82%, so maybe nor'easter is coming on Thursday and Friday. Is that what it is? So fucked up. So basically, it's cold and rain. That's the worst part. New York City. Yep, exactly. So I have to make sure that I got the umbrella, my jacket, and all that. Although I think I have to go to a clothing store to get some warm clothes, which I'll do this week. Yeah, so that was my take on the weather. Um, Other than that, I've been busy with work. And I'm just slowly getting back on track, which is a good thing. And all the family and family friends are helping me out, so that's a good thing. You hit a bump in the road, and then you hit a bottom, and then that really teaches you how life is worth, and then you realize, oh shit, you know, I made this mistake. I need to get the fuck out of this. It's not like I was doing heroin or any drugs or any of that bullshit. I don't fucking do any of that bullshit, dude. But in any case, so yeah, I'm recovering fast, so that's a good thing. Um, what else, huh? I got some topics in my cheat sheet, although they're kind of old, but I'll also try to discuss some of the new venues and um, new uh, ideas and news in terms of science, technology, and otherwise. Not so much politics, though. Yeah, politics is just. I mean, I listen to NPR and sometimes, uh, and I have CNN and all that BBC. But I try not to discuss that on my podcast, at least. No. But yeah, so I got some topics I would like to cover in my this brief podcast. I can't do this for the whole hour. Probably maybe I will do like a 30-minute, 40 minutes at the tops. Um, and yeah, so weather has been, as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear, there's a lot of wind. You can hear the wind outside. And I see all these leaves. Branches of the trees are like basically, they're swinging back and forth, because of the wind. I mean, this is New York, what can you do, right? Exactly. So, yeah, so, I got to make up for those days, and I have been pursuing my clients who owe us money and all that, because I got to pay the rent, I got to pay my employees, etc., etc. So that's very important. And what else? I watched some great movies. Actually, a couple of weeks ago. One of them is it's called Two Nice Guys. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. No spoiler alerts. In the 1970s Hollywood. It's a very interesting movie, so check it out. Two Nice Guys. And then I also watched today, this morning actually, I woke up at 4 o'clock. And then I watched that movie, and then I was falling asleep. What movie did I watch? Oh yeah, 6 Days and 7 Nights, right? Harrison Ford and what's her name? Annie Heck. That's an interesting, although it's a kind of a cheesy movie. kind of adventurous down in the Caribbean. But it's kind of cheesy. Too much love and all that going on. Yeah, so check it out. That movie is okay. I think it has like 5 point something rating on IMDb. IMDb is that what it is? IMDb. Yeah, I think that's what it is. In any case, I've just been taking it easy. This morning, actually, my sister was actually here. She stayed in my second bedroom. She left this morning for work. And then I went to the bagel shop. I got some home potatoes with some ketchup. And then I cooked some here at my place. I cooked some like scrambled eggs, like organic jumbo eggs. And I had that with the potatoes with the ketchup. And my herbal tea this morning as my breakfast. Amazing. I'll probably do the same, or I'll just order from the bagel shop, I think I have changed my diet from the sandwich. Remember my 2 egg sandwich with Swiss and lettuce, mayonnaise, onions? I think I'm going to, for now, I'm going to switch it to maybe egg whites and home potatoes, home fries with a little ketchup. Right? Yeah, I think that's my, probably at least for a month, that's my diet for my breakfast. Unless I change my mind, then I'll let you guys know. Wow. Right? Yeah, so it's already 17 minutes and 12 seconds. Ladies and gents, presume you all are having a great week. Stay warm and enjoy your time. Right? Whatever you're doing. Don't go too crazy. Alright? Alright, so yeah, what else is going on? Oh, one great news for New York, which is not in my cheat sheet because my cheat sheet is kind of fucking old, is the Amazon headquarters. So apparently Amazon has decided to have Virginia and New York as their headquarters on the East Coast, and they're going to open their big store in Long Island City, which is good for my sister. And there are a lot of people now, actually, they want to move to Long Island City because of this whole thing is Amazon headquarters, which is kind of fucking crazy. Why would you want to do that? I would rather stay the fuck away from that fucking nonsense. Unless you are looking for a job with Amazon, that's a different story. But even then, why would you move there if you want to get a job with Amazon? I don't understand. Well, I guess it's kind of hip that you live in Long Island City, where Amazon is. Wow. Which I don't fucking buy. Who cares? Amazon is just a fucking online retailer. But it's huge, so I guess that's what it is. And the city is actually giving them what was it, like $1 billion tax cut or something like that, right? So that's a good incentive because they're bringing in 50,000 jobs. 50,000 jobs is a lot of jobs, by the way, for New York City. So that's a good news for New York. Hooray for that. Finally, we won a headquarters area for Amazon. So that's one good news, and rest of it just bullshit. I'm just kidding. Rest of it just politics or whatever you call it, right? But in any case, so so that's good news. And then again, I'm looking at CNN, and they're showing all these firefighters in California, and the post-apocalyptic terrain after the devastation of the fucking fires. So there you go. In any case, so 21 minutes, ladies and gents. I would rather want to get into my cheat sheet. Maybe we can talk about that. And on the tech side, right? What is the new news on the tech side? The tech side news is that in terms of like space travel and all that, or the space news is that that you can actually see the California wildfires from the International Space Station. And the other article that I was actually reading was regarding this company that actually launches these small satellites using their own rockets. It's called the Rocket Group, or one of those companies. You know how these small satellite companies, they want to launch their satellites into the lower orbit of Earth, but then they have to wait. They have to wait in the queue at the Kennedy Space Station down in Florida, because they basically pay SpaceX or NASA to take their satellites into the lower orbit. But now this company, or Rocket Labs, it's called Rocket Labs' first commercial launch in picture is business time. So Rocket Lab finally in November successfully launched its first commercial mission using its Electron booster. Launched 6 small satellites into the orbit. So basically now, this is based on New Zealand. Okay, so they have their own launch pad, so they don't have to wait for the fucking, these big launch pads. So, so the good news for these small companies who want to transport these satellites into Earth's orbit, they have a good opportunity now to not be in queues and just launch their satellites using Rocket Labs rockets, right? Right. So that's the that's the news, and I think there are a lot of other companies which are going to be in competition down the road, maybe next year, year after, because now this is a trend, right? But what the fuck happens with all the debris down up in the fucking orbit of the Earth? I don't know. It's all junk. I guess the old satellites which are no longer in use. And there was there was an experimental machine, I think, came up with by one of those schools or colleges. What was that? Stanford, one of those? I'm not sure. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. So they came up with this machine where it actually collects the junk, space junk. Because there's so much fucking space junk out there. It's very easy to be hit by space junk than by a fucking asteroid or a comet, apparently. If you are in a, in a rocket trying to launch the fucking satellites or whatever the hell you're trying to launch, right? But in any case, so I don't want to go on and on about. It's already 26 minutes. So let me just see if I have anything that I would like to talk about from my old cheat sheet, which I was supposed to do 2 weeks ago. Smart car update. So basically, smart car. I think I told you guys that I picked it up from Mercedes-Benz, and finally I put it in the parking lot. So it's sitting in the parking lot. One of these days, when I'm fully recovered, I'm going to take some pictures and see if I can sell it for all, once for all, right? So that's my take on smart car, and it's not worth it because it has somehow a crack in one of the cylinder heads, and that was going to cost me a fortune. So I'm like, no, I can't do this. So I'm going to try to sell it as is, right? All right, my next topic is salt. Why do I have salt as a next topic? Salt is like granular salt that you eat. Let me see if I can Google something, because it has been a while. Salt 2010 film, salt Wikipedia. Salt plus charcoal. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't remember what the hell this was, to be honest with you. I think there was an article about, like, we need salt for our body. Is that what it is? I'm not sure, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to jump to the next topic. Brexit, right? So this Brexit, right, which is the Britain's exit from European Union, and that's a whole fucking, what do you call, controversial these days, and everybody's strangling for a smooth Brexit, which I don't think is going to be very smooth. I think it's going to be far from smooth, but I do wish British people a very good luck on that one. Whatever the hell happens, embrace it, right? So let's see, what the hell's Brexit? PL, okay, here you go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Brexit, okay, I see what it is. So Brexit is basically, it's not about Britons. It's about black people, a black moment in America who want to basically exit the mainstream. Is that what it is? Candace Owens has been using the term Brexit to encourage people to leave the Democratic Party. Okay, there we go. So they want to leave the Democratic Party because apparently it's not doing anything for them. Is that what it is? Not too sure. So, but I think it has been controversial. Which I'm not sure. So I just saw this somewhere as an article on BBC or CNN, so I thought I would just briefly discuss this. Alright, so plastic waste. Obviously, plastic waste is a problem on this planet. Why is it a problem? Because plastic doesn't degrade as much as the other materials do. So what are we doing about this? Plastic waste. Again, I'm sorry, I apologize. Plastic waste. So, tons of plastic debris, which by definition are waste that can vary in size from large containers, fishing nets to Microsoft, blah blah blah. Our planet is drowning in plastic pollution. UN Environmental. We depend on plastic now, we are drowning in it. National Geographic. So obviously, we depended on plastic, now we're drowning in it. So there we go. So then stop using plastic, right? But I guess very hard. People who are very conscious, they don't use plastic. But it's very hard to avoid plastic because plastic is in everywhere. Tupperware, from Tupperware to toothbrush to everything. Although I think they are trying to get rid of the plastic straws at least. So plastic straws, there is a big controversy on that one, and many companies are actually banning those. But then plastic straws are just one thing. How about all the other stuff about the plastic, which I don't understand? So, what percentage of plastic waste is plastic straws? I guess it's a lot of it, but I'm not sure. But it's a nuisance to the environment, obviously, right? And I'm pretty sure you can find all kinds of articles on this. Alright, so my next topic, Japanese park ticket seller. Okay, so I was reading an article on BBC. Apparently this guy is Japanese park ticket seller. So he worked for the parks department, right? So where you sell tickets to patrons who want to see the park, right? So apparently some guy actually screamed at him for some reason. I don't know what the fuck the reason was. They didn't say in the article. And then the guy is so afraid that he basically just gives out tickets for the next 2 years for any patrons without charging. So the parks people, they found out that they had lost millions of dollars for the year and a half or 2 years of tickets given away by this guy because he was too afraid that people will yell at him, which is kind of fucking weird. Why would you want to do that? It's fucked up. But it was kind of like hilarious, but I guess it's not hilarious for the park people in Japan. So that's my take on that one. Alright, so Dallas barbecue. So I think I ordered some. I think I ordered some Dallas barbecue the other day, a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty good. Although it's not as good as like Feta or one of those, right? So yeah, that's my third last topic. And by the way, so yeah, I got work tomorrow, so I'm going to pass the fuck out. Probably around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then I'm just gonna go to sleep. Right? And if I cannot sleep, I'll just watch a movie. It's kind of cold outside, so I'm going to just fucking turn on the heater. Get under the layers and just watch a movie and then just fall asleep, that's the goal. Right? Sounds like the plan. So all my friends have been calling me just to make sure that I'm okay and all that, which I really appreciate that they do that. And I thank them for that. It's always good to have friends and colleagues, and and it's always good to reach out. You always want to reach out, not be a fucking pariah or a lunatic. I think that was one of the reasons why I went downhill. That I had shut myself out of the fucking world except for work and depression and all that, right? But in any case, so I'm much better now. So let's just get into our second last topic. Indonesian flight. Okay, so there's another Indonesian flight that actually disappeared somewhere. It did disappear. Did it actually? I think what happened was that this was a couple of weeks ago. I think what happened was that it took off, and then after 16 minutes or 17 minutes, it just went downhill, and then basically all passengers and crew are dead. You know what it is? That whole fucking peninsula has some curse over these fucking planes. Remember this happened like a few years ago too, that some fucking plane disappeared in one of those fucking seas, and they were strangling to find what the hell happened. So this time it happened too. And so that the whole peninsula is fucking cursed or something like that. Which I don't believe in superstitions, but somehow maybe it's because of the incompetence of the aviation people or the pilots or the bad maintenance of the planes. I don't know. Human error, machine error. I think it's more human error than machine error. Alright, so 38 minutes, and I don't want to go on and on about. I just want to end it at 40 minutes, ladies and gents, and every other and associates. Right? Hangover the movie. Wait a minute. Is Hangover the movie? So is Hangover a movie? Is that what it is? Hangover. Oh yeah, The Hangover. So apparently starring Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, and they actually have like Hangover 2, Hangover 3, blah blah blah. It's a hilarious movie. It's a series of hilarious movies which I watched. So it's something you guys may want to watch. Not that I'm drinking anymore. Fuck that bullshit. I'm taking hopefully a long break from alcohol. So 39 minutes, 36 seconds. So that was my last topic. Again, I apologize. I couldn't do a video podcast earlier than this. And so I'm much feeling better now. And with that said, I will see you all next time, whether it be that weekend, most likely weekend. So be strong and again, enjoy the rest of your week.